So the update on Dallas Goedert is he's going to need surgery and could miss 4 weeks. Could the Philadelphia Eagles give a call to Rob Gronkowski? He will look good in Philly. Plus, we break down how the Cowboys choked time and time again as the Philadelphia Eagles soared above and got the big time win versus the Dallas Cowboys. Howie Roseman jumping for joy. Eagles best team in the NFL. And man, is there so many memes about Dak Prescott's flip. What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. And today we got a lot to get into. But before we do that, Eagle Nation, can I ask y'all for a favor? Help your boy out and hit that like button for 8 and 1. Subscribe if you are new, and turn on that notification bell if you ain't do it yet, so you know when we drop these videos, go live, or put out YouTube shorts. Let's get right into it. Dallas Goedert expected to have surgery on his forearm due to the ugly tackle from the Dallas Cowboys. Here's a better update. Ian Rappaport said his understanding is he's expected to have surgery, and the hope is that Dallas Goedert will be out about 4 weeks. Remember, the Eagles do have the bye week, so if he is out 4 weeks, it really might only be 3 games. However, it's against the Chiefs, the Bills, the Niners. This bye week is much needed for Jalen Hurts' knee. We had a scare during the game. Dallas Goedert, again, he makes clutch big-time plays time and time again. That 4th and 3 was a beauty. That first drive was a beauty. We ended up finishing with Kenneth Gainwell, and it was great to see him bounce back. But what are the Eagles going to do without Dallas Goedert? Jack Stahl, Grant Calcaterra, Albert O. Like, we have some options, but there's a rumor floating around of the possibility of Howie Roseman calling up Rob Gronkowski to say, look, you want to come back real quick and get this championship with the Eagles? Whoever did the Photoshop put him on Brent Selleck's body so he don't look as big as he normally does. I'm not saying the possibility is high, right? I think he's doing some type of commentary. But if there was a team that would entice him to come back, it would be the team who's number 1 in the NFL and has a big-time chance to get back to the Super Bowl, add some more jewelry to his collection, 1 in New England, 1 in Tampa Bay. Hey, why not come over here and help Philly out? But the thing that gets me upset about everything that was talked about on Monday, I'm talking the national media, is there still a narrative and or question about the Eagles being for real? Like, first thing first, the topic is, are the 8 and 1 Eagles for real? Like, does that even make sense? If there was any other team 8 and 1 coming off 2 big wins versus the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys, would there be topics talking about, are the Eagles real? Makes no sense. This was a physical game that was played, and a lot of memes going around because Dak Prescott talked about pour some honey on me, and then he did the flip-a-rooney real quick. We got this one. We also got this one from my WWF fans out there. Just a lot of funny memes due to the fact that this guy went airborne. But like I said, this game came down to the wire, and the Eagles just made the clutch plays, right? The Cowboys had opportunities, right? We talk about Dak Prescott's great game, but he wasn't clutch enough to win when it mattered most. We got just that spunk, that charisma, and Howie Roseman is one of the best GMs in the game, right? Look at him. He is all of Philadelphia, right? So it's 3rd down, last play of the game. Once CeeDee Lamb caught that ball and it was tackled short, I mean, look at the joy in Howie Roseman's face on the sideline, skipping to the W. Like I said, this man is Philadelphia. Like, he represents exactly how we all felt. And, of course, your boy Philly Mike was sipping and was having a heart attack pretty much because the game came down to a couple key scenarios, right? You see this play, right? 4th down. Dak Prescott throwing it to Shoemaker, right? The referee puts his hands up. They say it's a touchdown. We come back and look at the replay, and obviously the knee was down, right? People are talking about Reed Blankenship got there early. The knee is down, and the ball is not across the goal line. I was glad they called that back, right? At the end of the day, you have that. You have the fact that Dak Prescott could have put the score to a 3-point ball game, right? But he steps out of bounds. Again, 2 key reviews and overturns. That is not cheating, right? You want to talk about holding this, flag that, right? That roughing the passer was not real. Like, the back-to-back sacks were so clutch. I'm talking BG. I'm talking Josh Sweat. You know, the D-line stepped up time and time again, and I know we don't like the secondary, at least how they've been playing, right? You got Sam Howell over 300 yards. You got Dak Prescott over 300 yards. But I've seen multiple times in clutch scenarios, Bradberry, a guy who we've been hating on a little bit, 4th and 8, man-to-man, great defense on that play. And like I said, CeeDee Lamb had a great game. Dak had a great game. But they had their best games, and it wasn't enough to beat the Eagles, who didn't play their best game once again, right? So all the factors of us not playing to our potential, Cowboys playing out their minds, still not good enough to beat us. What are they talking about? Can't wait to get you guys in Dallas. Y'all not going to play that good again. We're going to sweep you now. It's a rapsy-scapsy, 5-3, 8-1. There's levels to this. So I just thought the defense came up clutch at certain times. It's a game of inches. The Cowboys are complaining about the refs and blah, blah, blah. They just were outclassed. Like Skip Bayless is on Undisputed saying the Cowboys look better than the Eagles. Okay, that just doesn't make sense. Like, you took the loss, but you were the better team. I don't understand how Cowboy fans can say these things, right? Oh, CeeDee Lamb is better than A.J. Brown now because he had one great game. The yards, well, 1K always open is at 1,000 yards by week 9. That's crazy. Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown doing the D. Wade and LeBron James pose. I mean, look, when A.J. Brown doesn't have 125, you have guys like Smitty step up big time, right? Catching that beautiful ball. He cooked Bland, right? Bland was put in the blender on that play. Smitty stepped up. Jalen Hurts is just as tough as they come, right? This dude does not back down from any challenge. And again, he was asked about, playing hurt, how the guys kind of feed off that. He doesn't want to play hurt no more. He's just not going to not play, though. He's just too strong. And he said he'll do anything for his team and the city of brotherly love. Listen.
Well, I don't like it being that way. I don't like it being that way. I love to be all good and, but, as I said, man, I do anything for this city and for my teammates. And it takes what it takes, and that's simply put, whatever it takes. And I'm just happy that we were able to gut out this win and we showed so much resilience.
This dude is just one of a kind on the field and off the field. And speaking about Jalen, right, I love the Sweat and BG sacks, but Jalen Carter got in there and got a sack too. And remember, he said prior to the NFL season started that he wants to kill the Cowboys.
What are you expecting out of this first year?
I'm ready to turn up, make a big impact to the season, to every game, and, I'm ready to kill the Cowboys. Hey, everybody got beef on. I might well join the wave,
Hey, he got his sack. I mean, everything he said in that video is coming to fruition, right? He sacks the Cowboys, the Eagles beat the Cowboys, and he's had an impact in every single game he's played. Again, I think some of the key moments that the secondary did step up was due to the pressure, right? The sacks, making Dak get off his mark. Again, great game, but just couldn't do enough. Let's take a look at the Eagles secondary PFF grades, starting with number 1, Reed Blankenship, who did bounce back with an 89.1 grade. Slay also bounced back with an 83.9. Kevin Byard still struggling a little bit, 56.6. Bradberry, again, 43.2, not a good grade, but I got to commend him for that 4th and 8. He stepped up big time. Cindy Brown struggling with a 35.3. And Eli Ricks with a 30.9. Eli Ricks did come on Twitter and pretty much say, listen, I didn't play good that game. I know it, y'all know it, but don't worry. I'm not going to let you down. We're going to get in the lab and get better, right? And so you love the fact that he's coming out right away, admitting, taking accountability, and just wants to get better, right? CeeDee Lamb dropped most of them 191 yards on his head. But overall, the Philadelphia Eagles continue to find ways to win. No real turnovers, right? Nick Sirianni preached about the late Bob Knight, saying the team that makes the fewest mistake usually wins. Now, the Eagles did make some mistakes, right? You had a couple fumbles, but it didn't count as a turnover due to the fact that we were able to hop on it, right? Swift fumbled twice, but was able to get back on it twice. The one was crazy, right? A.J. Brown runs into him, balls on the ground. Tyler Steen kind of saves the day. Could have been a wild situation, but like I said, big sack after big sack, delay a game on the Cowboys, and then you got the end of the game antics, 3rd and forever. They throw it, and they're about a yard or two short of the first down. And again, from the sideline perspective, Howie Roseman, as happy as everybody else. Nice tackle by Nicholas Morrow, Slay, and company. And then you got the greatest GM in the NFL skipping his way to the locker room in his all-black everything suit. He dressed up for the funeral of the Dallas Cowboys, and at 5-3, they want to act like it don't matter. It does matter. 2.5 games up on the Cowboys. We get to go into bye week. Dallas Goedert gets the rest. Jalen Hurts gets the rest. Much needed bye week for the team, and then we come out and play the Chiefs, right? So 8-1, best team in the NFL. Drop the muscle emoji in the comment section if you got nothing to say. Don't forget to help your boy out by, hitting that like button. It's free. It's easy. It don't cost a thing. Sorry this video didn't come out on Monday, and I don't feel good. I'm recording this around 8:30 at night on Monday. Gonna drop it tomorrow. I just feel like garbage. For real. Real quick before I get up out of here, look, the Philly dog hats are still selling. Shout out to everybody who's copping them. I think Nolan Smith got another one. I'm glad to see him keeping them crispy. Link will be in the description, and you can find it in the pinned comment section. Go get your merch. I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. We out.